STEM in sports. I love it, Tom. What's going on out there?
Yeah, Troy, you'll like this.
Yeah,
you and I grew up playing sports all the time. I was thinking about all those different sports that I played as a kid, and now you can take those sports and you can relate them to other curriculums within the classroom. And of course, I've got Jeff Gollner with me, an old friend from a long time ago. Jeff, how are you?
Doing great. Thanks, Tom.
Yeah, you're with STEM Sports. This is a great concept. How is it that sports can be related to all these other things that are involved in STEM? How did that all come about?
Well, we know the majority of students really do like sports. They participate in some way, shape, or form. And so if we're going to try to teach them sciences, can we make an application that's real to them? And that's where sports comes in, and that's our application.
All right, well, before we go over there and show all these kids playing sports, let me just show you one thing. Now, when I was a kid, I used to hunt for golf balls all the time, and I used to try to cut those things open with a hammer or something to see what was on the inside.
Put your hand out.
There's another thing that kids want to know. And what are they learning when you do something like this, where you cut a golf ball in half?
Well, if you think about it, kids are picking up basketballs, footballs, baseballs, but they don't really know what they're made of and what the construct is. And so that's what our lessons, all of our lessons kind of break down in this aspect, the ball. What's a ball made of? And more times than not, when we ask students how thick they think a basketball is, they'll put their fingers somewhere in there, and they're just blown away when they see that. It's like a leather jacket, if not, and in the way it's constructed, it stays together, obviously.
And who knew that softballs were made up of granola? How about that, Jeff?
Or mud. Yeah.
All right. Now, you guys, with all the stuff that he does, you have a full curriculum that you sell to school districts to do this, right?
We do. We sell them to schools all across the country, after-school programs. And one of the after-school programs here in our market is called Skyhawks Sports Academy. So if your children don't go to the school that we're at, which obviously that's only a few of them do, the Skyhawks is running these same exact programs in schools around the Maricopa County and throughout the city, so that you could learn the fundamentals of, say, golf or basketball, but also pair that with learning about the STEM behind those sports also. All
right, so we're at Mesquite. This is home of the Mustangs here. They've got a number of different balls that they're hitting with these clubs. What are they learning here that's helping them with STEM?
It's really about, the type of force they need to apply to a different massed object, right? So they're going to swing at a ping pong ball a little bit differently from a baseball or a softball, just to experiment and understand the force they need to put behind them.
Well, I was just at the Phoenix Open yesterday, Jeff, so this actually works out pretty well.
Yeah, you should be ready to go.
So, guys, here's the first trick you need to know about hitting these things, all right? You've been using the wrong end of the club, guys. You use this end. This is how it works. This is how you get the aces. See? Well, maybe you do use the other end, but hey, we'll have more coming up in a little bit, you guys. STEM Sports, where they're taking sports into the classroom. They're learning a lot from that, that's for sure. And I love STEM, sports and STEM. It all goes together.
Oh, yeah. Science behind everything. Science and math, that's for sure. All right, Tom, we'll see you in a bit.
AZAM is back.
Welcome back. We are talking about the science of sports. Tom Fergus, live this morning. Did you figure out the whole club situation? Oh, you're warming up your arm.
Yeah, Kyler Murray had a good year, but I don't know. I think if I warm up,
Nothing compared to you.
I might be able to help him out back there. Yeah, I think I can get this going, chuck a few down the field. Hey, we're out here at Mesquite Junior High, home of the Mustangs, and I've got Jeff Gollner with me, who's with STEM Sports, and we moved on to football.
Yes.
How is football going to be related to STEM?
Oh, there's so many different ways. Today we're looking at the kids are throwing a regular football, and they're also throwing foam. And so most kids might tell you they think they can throw a foam football farther.
Yeah.
Because it's lighter.
Sure.
But the reality, probably, I think after they do some hypothesis and some experimentation, they'll figure out that the actual real football will probably go farther based on its mass.
Okay.
Then the other thing that's happening, some kids are actually catching with gloves and without. And so we posed the question, did the quarterback rating in the NFL go up or down when they approved the receiver's ability to wear these great sticky gloves?
Yeah, the sticky gloves. Back in the day, they used to put the stickum on there.
Lester
So
Hayes.
these are sticky gloves, huh? Yeah, there you go.
Very tacky.
So this is the secret to Larry Fitzgerald right here, huh?
It's a secret for a lot of guys, but guess who else wears them?
Larry probably couldn't even get this on his thumb.
No, not this one, yeah. But the defenders are wearing them too. They're trying to do the same thing. So I don't have any doubt that on Sunday you'll see a catch made that I don't think would have been made without the gloves.
Yeah.
That's how effective they are.
We've done golf, we're doing football now. How many sports are you involved in with STEM sports?
So we've got STEM basketball, football, golf, soccer, and volleyball. And right now on our table to publish is baseball and softball, which we'll do simultaneously.
When we talk about cognitive thinking and physical activity, what are we talking about?
Well, what we talk about here is real simple. Hands-on is a great way to learn.
Yes.
Right? And also we're getting some physical activity, which is pretty rare in STEM. And then the cognitive part is we're making kids think about things they haven't thought about before.
Which is minds on.
That's
you got your
minds
hands
on. Thank
you got the minds on.
Absolutely, that's where I was going. So hands-on, minds on really is what this is all about. And then the next time they interact with the sport, they're going to remember the science that they learned while interacting with STEM sports' curriculum.
Is there a particular STEM section that you think sports helps out more than others? Science, technology, engineering, or math? I mean, it seems like math's involved on everything.
Well, science is everything, right? But math, I think, kind of really pulls through. So if Mrs. Mercy all of a sudden said, hey kids, we're going to do division today, the kids probably will have some dread and go, I don't really want to do that.
Sure.
But if she pulls the class out and grabs the bag of basketballs and diagrams the court and they pair up and they all take 10 shots, mark their makes and the misses, and they figure out their field goal percentage just like Devin Booker, LeBron James, guess what they've done? Division.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you would have snuck me. Maybe I wouldn't have been a journalist. Because you know me, I hate math. All of us journalists do. In our newsroom, Jeff, if you ask what 4 plus 4 is, we can do that. But if you ask what 7 plus 7 is in the newsroom, we all have to look at our shoes because we know we need our feet to start counting past 10 because we're terrible at math. Hey, before we leave, little competition, Jeff. Put down the gloves. There's a little white cone out there.
Put down the gloves.
Yeah, come on over here. We're gonna try and hit that cone. Move back, you guys. You ready, buddy? All right, Jeff, I'll let you go first. Kyler's watching. You know that, don't you?
Oh boy.
Okay, a little to the right.
Nice
all right,
distance.
here we go.
right.
That thing's going down.
Oh,
Just right next to it.
That's a good shot there. Pretty close.
STEM sports,
He
you
got
guys didn't
close.
get a chance.
All right, Tom,
So
thanks,
sweet.
buddy.
Great
Thank
job, Tommy.
all of you for watching
Have a great
us
weekend,
all week.
everyone.
Yeah.